I am Isaac Ofono, and a host. My panelists, I have Raila Tobias, political analyst, and he's a NUP member. The second person is a Kapolon Samuel, NRM Kada, and also a youth advocate. The third person is Ekwaro Bernard, right now in NRM, from FDC to NRM. So, straight to the topic, the reason to ask why, or the topic of the day is, let me start with the political analyst, who none other, Raila Tobias. My brother, because we are going to use the two languages of ours, the common one, English and the Jap. Raila Tobias. Both parties right now in Uganda, they are taking this interest nomination to a layman nomination. They show their interest in a position they want to, or they are going to participate in. And right now, the only party which is dominating, the dominant party is NRM. Please, can you tell us something about NUP, since the way you study both analysts is someone who research about each and everything in the politics. Tell us about NUP. Why is NUP not all that popular in this thing? It's only NRM, not FDC. It's only the ruling party. Can you try to break down the reason to ask why it's only NRM?
Good evening, viewers. This is Raila Tobias, and let me thank all the audiences are here. Good evening, viewers. Let me thank all the audience which are here, and we thank for this program. We have just started this program. This was supposed to be tomorrow, but ladies, because of the power and other issues. Now the moderator was asking about the nomination going across. This is not about NUP only, but I think everybody is now participating in nomination, making sure that they fill candidates in every position. NUP, it is not, the way you say that is not popular, but it is popular. Because the way they are working on during their time of nomination, it is different with the one of NRM. NRM have what we call the primary. But look, when they are doing their nomination, they are seeing the person on the ground. And you see how they are standing. It is not like the NRM. They are standing, you see the securities never disturbing them. They don't have time to campaign like other areas like NRM. Right now you can see that a NUP man is like a criminal when it's during the time of campaigning and they making their issues. So the NRM, as you know, is now taking something like 40 years. So they have built better structure. I can't refuse that. But with the issue of opposition, like no, I can't say that it's not popular. It's popular. And the nomination of NUP is going more. They are now filling the candidate, even this constituency. Like now, 2 people that have already been, they have been nominated, and they are going for their flag. How they are going? How did they go for their flag? For them, they are just, for them, they are ever calling them bets, and they see how the ground of your campaign is going, and they see how you are doing your things smartly or not. If, like the one of NRM, you know NRM deal like mafia sometimes.
My question was, yes, why is NRM more popular, or why is NRM dominating when it comes to popularity, because all of these parties, they are taking interest. They are nominating their what members. Why is NRM popular? For instance, you need happy to say that two members have been nominated in a NUP. But for us here, or the listener outside there doesn't know those heads. Why is NRM, for instance, right now in NRM, we know this Nicholas, Annette Nakesho, Jacinta, retired. I'm asking, why are those guys popular in their flag than Ochieng Simon Peter in NUP? Has he picked the nomination, the interest?
Yeah. Ochieng Simon Peter has already picked the nomination, and he almost is going to come and launch his manifesto. That's what we know. But the issue of the popular or between NUP, in maybe in the region is what we can call about in the regions, like in eastern regions, how they are doing their things. You know, in NRM, we have something called mafia style. And how people believe that if you contest in NRM, you have freedom. So most of people, they think so that if you are going to the NUP, you are not going to have a freedom of speech, of doing anything in the campaign. Will be like a person, maybe something like a thief. Because if you see something, it's like they're looking for you everywhere. So in the NUP, the issue of NUP, and if you follow in recent, you will know that most of the adaptation being taken place in this country, you will find that they are all in the one party. And what I can even tell you, just recently, when during the time of nomination in the headquarters, you had some security operative entered there, and start disturbing the nominations. Candidates who come for the nominations, tear gas was there, and they were disturbing them too much. So that fear is also there in other people. So what I can say that what you say that why NRM is popular more than no people they, even in this constituency, you know that opposition is the one ruling, but not meaning that NRM not used to have failing in those days. Few people can come as opposition, but they have the ideas, they have mandate, they have everything to campaign, and people understand them. But only the issue of fearing. I think that one I can, after we are going to continue, we are going to do.
All right. To youth advocate Magodes Town Council, Samuel Apollo. Please, can you have a he-say about why is NRM more popular in this trending nomination of picking interest? Why is NRM more popular? Have a he-say in it.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Allow me to appreciate you for inviting me for this wonderful occasion.
Make it close, close.
I am so privileged that for those who initiated this wonderful community sensitization program, I want to give you credit. I think this is the start of everything. You have brought in a very wonderful question: why is NRM more popular than the other political parties? See, I want to tell you, my brother, that just by the name NRM, the mighty party. So for us who are in NRM, we call the party mighty. That's why you see the party is more popular all over the country. Everywhere in this world, NRM is more hard than the other parties. When you talk about NUP, where my brother here subscribes to, it is like a project of a certain small region, that is Uganda. And you don't expect it to exploit the whole country. When you talk to the other opposition parties like the FDC, the DP was first of all a project of Uganda. Now you're talking of NRM, which is scattered almost in the whole country. Not almost, but in the whole country. And the NRM The reason as why NRM is more popular is that when it comes to internal party elections, they practice a lot of democracy. You can't compare the primaries and the other internal elections of NRM with the other parties. Call it look, where it is more of handpicking.
Right. Talking about democracy in NRM, for us, it was 2021-2026 NRM primaries. Who were the contenders? And Nyakesha and who? And the Otieno. Was there democracy? I happen to hear that Otieno did he say that why did you give it to Ekanya?
My brother, you are missing from, first of all. Nyakesha did participate in our primaries. It was the Honorable Cadet. I remember it very well, and the rest, the Onyangos. We had the Cadet, we had Onyango.
Who was the second person in NRM primaries 2021?
2021, the winner was the Honorable Tino.
The second person?
The second person was the Honorable Cadet. And you are bringing a picture who contested on an independent ticket, my brother. This young man has just know that this is a mighty party with a lot of value. So I would like to inform you that NRM is a mighty party.
How is their bonding right now since who won? Otieno, Honorable Otieno.
Yes.
Who was the second person?
The second person was as Honorable Cadet.
Cadet. How are they bonding right now?
But you are well aware that the Honorable Cadet seems to have put in politics.
I'm asking, are they still in touch? Are they talking since you happen to say that the NRM is a democratic party? How are they?
These are human beings. Why can't they talk? Because politics have come to an end. 2021 went long time ago. And why are you still insisting these people are not bonding? Politics is a game. It is not a do or die. So these people who believe in democracy will know there is a win or lose. We shall never have equal results.
You're permitted to break down for us the strategy you guys are using. Why you are now popular than any political party in Uganda?
You see, NRM is the incumbent government now. The sitting government in power. And the services the government is offering. That's why you see everybody who thinks he or she should subscribe to the ruling party. You cannot subscribe to the party, you don't see value in it. Of recent we had the projects like Emyoga, we had the PDM. Whoever got PDM bills now should be subscribing to NRM. You cannot subscribe to a party like Look that is centered within Uganda and is not offering services to Eastern Uganda, Western Uganda, Northern Uganda.
My brother, to ask you a simple question. Is Emyoga still existing in your town council, sub-county, Magolis?
Why not?
Where is it right now?
In case in point you have when as you're heading to Papa Road, on your left, you will find...
Do you have evidence?
There is a Myoga circle. There is
having a written, but the thing is operating, yes or not?
My brother, these things cannot be written for the sake of writing. You cannot go and label somebody's building just because you...
Come Saturday, I will request, I want you to go and pick the document about that. I want you to come with a duplicate of it. We don't want the original because some of the places, they only have written, but they have swindled.
But my brother, we have to believe that government offers these services.
They offer, but NRM nowadays, for me, I don't believe in them.
You don't believe in NRM? NRM is the leading government now. And how don't you believe in the sitting government? We have to believe in the sitting government. Because this is the government in power.
Alright, we are getting back to you. To my brother, Ikwaru Bernard, former FDC member, now in NRM. My brother, Could it be the reason to the prominence of NRM which made you to cross to it, or why are you in NRM? Because of their popularity they have made, or why are you in NRM?
Thank you, moderator. All audience on the room. For me, that question is very expensive. Oh, it's so great. First of all, I want to tell you that I did not cross. That's what you have to take in mind, that I have not crossed. Because as if since I was born, it's the NRM in the government. And for me, for you to call me that I have crossed from FDC to movement, it's a lie. I'm an NRM, but I was following. You know, there's being a Christ and there's a followers. We used to have this. It's even before 2020, 2016, 2021, when I was also included to join so-called the politics, or to follow politics.
In 2021, in which party were you?
In 2001, which party I was? I was in NRM.
Speaking the truth, because we have the evidence. Tell the truth, because we are not just joking. Tell us the truth.
I did not have the party by then, because I've never contested for any post. But I told you before that I was following. Are you taking me right?
Did you vote in 2021?
I voted.
Whom did you vote?
In which position? Oh,
I'm asking, whom did you vote?
in which position?
President.
President, I voted for Mr. Seven.
Hello, City.
Hello, City, I voted for Elcor. Yes, sure.
What made you to vote for him?
With the politics,
I'm asking, not with the politics.
Auntie,
Why did you
voting
vote
is
for
all under politics, not so? With the politics, is not all about what you think, the color or appearance of something. But in politics, there's what they are taking.
Cut the story short.
Yes.
Why did you vote for him?
For who?
The mayor.
The mayor, Elcor.
Okay.
You know, as it was the first time, the things of sub-counties and town councils comes from within period of 2021, not so.
You cut the story short because
I'm trying to explain for you.
I don't want explanation. What I want, cut the story short. Why did you vote for FDC?
And that's what I'm trying to explain.
I don't want explanation. Cut the story short. I voted this person reason. This one story short.
I voted Elcor.
Why?
The reason is, at first, we had been divided, sub-county and town council. And all people who contested in town council was their first time. Okay? So between that period, we don't know who is who. It's like you have given birth to a kid and you are trying, this kid is a girl or a boy. Before you father see, you have not to buy a cloth. Now with Omolo, who is now in the power, who is under that court of Mayor 3, Magodes Town Council, was his first term with Elcor.
He passed without your vote.
He passed without
Did you vote for Nathi John?
Immediately.
One of the noise.
By then I have not yet appeared in that category of voting.
So you voted for Elcor
Yeah.
because he's your neighbor.
Not being my neighbor. But before you vote someone, there's what you have to take. In politics, there is time for where those people campaigning. You have to think there's 2 or 3 words if you're someone to understand what's called manifesto.
In 2021,
Yes.
you were still independent.
I was in the ruling party NRM.
Something I have a word, but I don't have any evidence in it. I had a book. You say you happen to be a duplicate treasurer of FDC in 2021. Did you?
Yes, that question is right. But
Did you?
until let me explain, then I tell you what.
You kept their money.
Let me tell you this.
Your shop was their bank.
No, don't go further before you know what's going on.
Can't the story
Well,
short?
first, let me first answer the first question. Then you ask me another one. Not so. At first you asked me, I was duplicate what? I was in FDC. Not so. Of which all these parties which comes across was under. Oh, NRM was there.
That's why you answered that. For me, I was just a follower.
Yes.
Then the second question. Why did you vote for Ilukor? That one, the explanation was not all that clear. That's why I drove you back to. Did you vote for Ebe at gone are the days? You did not answer that one.
Immediately, I told you, by then I was not
Yeah.
eligible.
By then you were still a toy. Now, what made you to be their treasurer, duplicate treasurer?
I did not be a duplicate the treasurer. With the treasurer doesn't have a party. Yes? It's like you being a hair at home. You cannot choose to be a hair at home. But they are seeing your capability. And for me, being a youth, with the mind I have, being a youth, we are still looking to where to base. Not so? Being a youth doesn't mean you have to be a opposition or with the youth you have to be neutral. The all surrounding. Not so. For you to acquire more or to gain more, you have to be neutral to aid. Because now, by then, even though they would have asked me anything concerning politics, I think I cannot stand for myself by then. But me being a treasurer or a treasurer in FDC by then, I was following politics. And the party which was next to me, which could give me opportunity to stay next to them in my area was the FDC. I think you can understand better. Because for me, I grew up, I was next to those people in FDC. But I was not a pure FDC cabinet. That's it.
What made you to confess that right now, since I'm now an adult, I'm an NRM person?
Yeah, that's the question which I was expecting to ask me even before. If you have grown up with a family members or in a family where it's a large crowd, my brother, if you didn't take your father as a head, you will never gain even a single happiness in your life. With my age of understanding comes to know that if I did not follow the ruling government, I will never gain anything. I cannot be an opposition in a government. If I'm to be with my age, if I become an opposition, or if I take opposition to become my party, which means I'm now lost. If I started following opposition, then I lift my hands up and for me to go and learn or to Timers when I did a research where I have gone and I passed through. Majority of my age mates